guys, welcome to Off to Great Wise Bye.
It's done.
You know, Dan, people nowadays are very much used to and expect to have certain things that makes our lives a little easier, such as electricity or running water.
And YouTube. How do you live without YouTube?
But do you ever wonder, how did people ever live before there was YouTube, or even things we take for granted every day, such as, like I was saying, electricity, running water, or toilet paper?
Wait, there wasn't toilet paper back then?
No.
Are you serious?
Someone had to invent toilet paper. It wasn't just like people were created and there was toilet paper.
God, I feel so bad for those people.
You know what though? I would take toilet paper over electricity. Because think about this, guys. Would you rather take a day suffering through a blackout, or a day where you had no access to toilet paper?
Yeah, that is a very, very good point. Or I'd probably just not eat anything.
Yeah, that would be a smart move. Now here's a look at how ancient Chinese people lived back in the day. And you know what? I don't think it's all that bad.
How often do ancient Chinese shower? Ever since the Qin dynasty, there was a saying, wash one's hair every 3 days and take a bath every 5 days.
Hair every 3 days and bath every 5 days? Isn't that kind of long in between?
Well, back in the day, everyone had super long hair, even the guys, so it did take a long time for someone to wash their hair. And also, there was no running water, so running a hot bath did take some effort, and bathing actually took quite a long time, sometimes a whole day.
Even the government made sure its officials bathed. There was a policy in place where after 5 days of work, each official was allowed 1 day to take a bath. The water used in these baths are typically from fresh mountain streams, and they even had all-natural shampoo. You know, like ancient Chinese herbal essence.
Yeah, like they had like natural ginseng and tea and all these like roots and stuff. Number 2, did ancient Chinese use toilet paper? The Chinese did invent the toilet paper, with its use being documented as early as 589 AD. But what did they use before toilet paper?
Okay, if you're eating something, this is a good time to stop and put it down. Have you ever seen Judge Dredd? Not talking about the latest movie, the Sylvester Stallone version.
Oh, the original one?
Yes.
Yeah, that was
where
awesome.
He went to the bathroom, but instead of toilet paper, there were 3 seashells, and he couldn't understand how to use them.
At the place where you're supposed to have the toilet paper, you got this little shelf with 3 seashells on it.
And I'm gonna tell you now, I think I might know what those seashells were for.
Okay.
Before toilet paper, ancient Chinese used little pieces of wood and bamboo to, you know, scrape. Maybe the same thing with those seashells.
Yeah, but wouldn't that hurt?
Yeah, there was also a martial arts created to help you deal with the pain of scraping.
God, what?
Yeah, I'm kidding. There's no such
Oh,
thing. You're just dealing with the pain of the bamboo shards in your bum.
I could see where you're coming with that, because you know, like in Chinese Kung Fu, you gotta make every part of your body indestructible.
Yes. So, indestructible bum.
Wow, dude. So, have you guys thrown up your lunch yet?
But did you guys ever wonder why the Chinese invented regular paper over 2,000 years ago but never used it as toilet paper?
Maybe because they're tired of seashells hurting their bums?
You would think they actually wanted to switch away from seashells.
Yeah.
But the reason was because paper was mainly used for scriptures and important documents and the arts. So the Chinese had a lot of respect for paper and would rather suffer through the bamboo torture than use it for that particular purpose.
Come to think of it though, bamboo's kind of smooth.
Now when you have these like splinters, bamboo splinters,
Woohoo!
that would be the toughest thing to deal with. Go to the bathroom, get a bamboo splinter.
All right, next, what did women use as makeup? Nowadays, women have their like 50 bottles of lipstick and eyeshadow, rouge, lip balm, foundation, toner.
Well, how do you even know all that stuff? Do you have all that stuff? Did you go and buy all that stuff?
But in ancient China, women also loved to use makeup as well.
Chinese women would stain their fingernails with gum, Arabic, gelatin, beeswax, and egg whites from around 3000 BCE. The colors used represented social class. During the Zhou dynasty, royals wore gold and silver. Later, royals wore red or black. The lower classes were even forbidden to wear bright colors on their nails.
Flowers played an important decorative role in China.
Legend has it that once on the 7th day of the first lunar month, while Princess Shouyang, daughter of Emperor Wu of Liusong, was resting under the leaves of Hanzhang Palace near the plum trees after wandering in the gardens, a plum blossom drifted down onto her fair face, leaving a floral implant on her forehead that enhanced her beauty even further.
Wait, so the flower got embedded onto her face?
Yeah, that's the legend. It made her pretty, okay? That's all that matters. The court ladies were said to be so impressed that they started decorating their own foreheads with a small, delicate plum blossom design. This is also the mythical origin of the floral fashion, or 梅花妆, literally meaning plum blossom makeup, that originated in the southern dynasties and became popular amidst ladies in the Tang and the Song dynasties.
Next, how did ancient Chinese predict the weather? Ancient Chinese people's methods of predicting the weather have been passed down through thousands of years and still used by Chinese people today.
In the Shang dynasty, there were people who were said to have the ability to predict the weather with just their senses. These people were given high positions in government. But the more common ways to predict the weather was by observing animals and insects.
It is said that if people can clearly hear the cricket chirp at night, then the weather will be good the next day.
If the dragonfly flies up and down in the sky, there will be heavy rain.
If the anthill is closed, a thunderstorm is on the way.
If the sparrow is flying low, then rain is coming soon.
Too bad we live in the city. When are you ever gonna hear of
Cricket?
yeah, and see it?
Do we have sparrows?
Dude, we'd be lucky not to hear construction in the morning.
It'd be great if there was a way to predict the weather using pigeons, because we have a lot of those.
Oh my goodness, we do.
Next, were there school vacations in ancient China? If you think about it, there are a lot of vacation days if you're going to school. You've got your winter break, spring break, summer break, weekends, all sorts of holidays in between, and a lot of students, including myself, would always complain that vacations were too short.
Exactly. Well, if you went to school in ancient China, there were no vacation days. First of all, most people were not lucky enough to go to school, but for those who do, you might be able to go home for Chinese New Year. But forget about weekends, and there is no summer or winter break. You went to school every day.
Because most people who go to school, the goal is to pass the imperial exam and get a position in government. So you need to study, and then study some more.
There are even examples of students in ancient China who would go to the extreme length to study more.
There's even a famous Chinese saying called 追刺股头悬梁. These are two stories about two students and their eagerness to study. Sun Jing from the Han Dynasty would tie his hair, because back in the day everyone had long hair, to a beam in his house, and whenever he would get sleepy and nod off, his hair would get pulled and he'd wake up so he could study some more.
Su Qing from the Warring States would hold a sharp object called a 醉之 near his thighs, and whenever he felt sleepy, he could actually stab himself to wake up. Mike, of course today we enjoy all these cool things that make our life easier, right? But honestly though, back in the day it would have been kind of fun. Like, all the food was organic. I mean, sure, you had to use bamboo for toilet paper, but you also eat a lot healthier.
I also like the way they dressed. Everything was silk and flowing. And
Well, I like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We don't have to wear these tight suits. I would totally live back in China thousands of years ago, but I would bring my own toilet paper.
Oh yeah, if that's the thing. If we ever travel back in time, remember, bring your toilet paper.
That's
like,
right.
People overlook that,
Yeah. I'm not using a bamboo stick, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we hope you liked that video. Let us know if you have something to add to that. Definitely share, like us on Facebook, check out Mike and I's Instagram. Oh, and if you haven't seen the Double Chen Show,
Then you're missing out.
you're missing out.
Check out the Double Chen Show. All right, guys. See you later.
Peace.